Particles.
Can I tell you something, Tony?
Don't pretend like I got a choice. Particles. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, what's your deal? Why are you freaking out over there, T? What were you doing? That what was that?
Oh no, because it's just behind the scenes, but the show started a little bit like later than it would have. That's all.
Sure.
Behind the scenes. That's all.
Sure.
Started on time if you're watching the show, but for you and I, it started a little bit late. It doesn't make any sense to anybody.
Tony's talking behind the scenes. Shout out behind the music. You know what I mean? Which was a staple back in the 90s, dude. I was a big time behind the music guy. And in the earliest, I didn't think we were going to be riffing on this today, but this is how the week is going to start. What are you going to do? I remember when they first introduced behind the music, they had Chris Christopherson was like narrating every episode. So and it was like the same thing every day. Band starts out nobody, they get famous, they get drug problems, they break up, they reunite. That's basically like every behind the music of all time. And I just always remember like when it came to like they did one on the Who, and when it was time for like the collapse and Keith Moon dies and stuff, he's like, Pete Townsend started drinking. You know what I mean? It was always something like that, like Pete Townsend went into seclusion and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, dude, great to see you today, Tony. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Nice to see all of our friends lined up in the comments line. Count them, Tony. 1 and 2 pre-show posts of the day today. First one goes to my main man, P1 Chuck Acquisto down in South Carolina, holding down the PMP chapter of South Carolina. He goes, guys, don't get too bummed out about the Giants, and we are going to talk about them today. Don't worry about that. We're going to go deep into Giants. But he goes, don't get too concerned or like bummed out about the Giants because this is Masters Week. The Masters. We got Jimmy Nance out there. Well, the spirit of Jimmy Nance, I should say. And what we're going to do, a little housekeeping as we get the show started. Schedule's gonna be a little bit different this week. Tony's got spring break with his kids, so Tony's on with me on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we got to go black. We got to go dark, like on Broadway when they just take the night off and they close the theater. They go dark. We got to go dark on Wednesday. We're back on Thursday. Friday, I will have one of our greatest East Coast golf correspondents joining us to break down all things Masters. He is known as Rags. So Rags, yes, a tradition unlike any other. We will get into the Masters with Rags on Thursday and Friday. Tony, other big developments, and this actually is something that got finalized this morning. I've been going back and forth, and I'm talking about like tennis, like Borg and McEnroe, dude, just whacking the ball back and forth with the newest member of the band Rush. He is our friend Lauren Gold. He is a Bay Area resident, monster Bay Area sports fan, really, really cool guy. He's toured with the Who. In fact, Miriam, there's Miriam. How you doing, Miriam? This is the guy we just saw playing keys with the Who. He is now in with Rush. We're going to have him on the show this week. Really looking forward to talking to Lauren Gold. Tony, we have in front of us also today, we have to finish the bummer brackets. You understand what I'm saying? We got to finish them. We didn't even, we totally disregarded them on Friday. That was a bad move because it's going to occupy a lot of the show today. Unless I'm forgetting anything, Tony, that's my opening table setting kind of commentary. How you doing? Yeah.
I'm good, man. Happy Monday to you after a crappy weekend at the yard, as they say, Paulie.
Crappy maybe is understating it a little. I thought it was just almost reprehensible. Like it was just awful. You know who I got an angry complaint letter from yesterday? Giant fan on the East Coast. Our good friend Chris Kelly from Saturday Night Live. And by the way, really good episode of SNL this weekend. If anybody missed it, you can always,
Jack
pull it
Black
off.
and Jack White, right?
How about that? Jack Black, Jack White. And they were both tremendous. And Jack Black, he's always funny. And Jack White, man, I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of that dude every time I see him. But my friend Chris, he texted yesterday morning and he goes, you know what? He goes, I work hard I swear to God, he's like, I work hard all week. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with all these egos on Saturday Night Live, trying to make this show get off without a hitch. And this is the thanks I get. I get my first day off on Sunday. He sent me a text of a picture of a glass of Modelo beer. It was like the can and the glass. And he goes, I'm trying to sit here and have a beer. And as soon as Logan Webb leaves the game, all hell breaks loose. So my point is, The Giants are upsetting people coast to coast. Okay, it's not just us. They're even bumming out the VIPs of SNL, Tony. And you're right. It was a harsh weekend at Oracle Park.
Stand by. We have 4 slaps to give. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 slaps for the bullpen, giving up 4 runs after a gem by Logan Webb, dude.
This is what I was worried about.
What in the holy F, dude?
Yeah.
Like, that was a gem by Webb, and he didn't even have his like best stuff, and he still looked great. He got out of the first inning, and then I think he had give up 7 hits, scattered 7 hits, 3 Ks, no walks. By the way, no walks, or was it 1 or no walks? I got to double check that. But still, just a great outing by him. I think 92 pitches, 61 strikes, just a really good outing. And then Keaton Wynn didn't have it. Eric Miller didn't have it. And I was really excited to see Miller back after his surgery, after his injury, and his long departure from the team. And man, just brutal, Paulie. I mean, that's a gut-wrenching loss right there.
You're talking about yesterday.
Yeah, dude. And Vitello, if you're gonna get bounced, make it worth your while, dude. Like, kick some dirt on the plate,
throw a base. You know what I mean? Throw a base,
freaking chest bump the umpire. Do something.
Throw a few dude. Pull the Lou Piniella and just start throwing bats out onto the middle of the field. Just litter the field with bats. You know,
to do a Wally Backman minor league. That one, he loses his mind. But Paulie. I got a lot of complaints, man, and I don't want to be this angry or negative on a Monday.
Tony, I think it's okay because it's genuine. This is not like a fabricated bit. This is how you're feeling about the Giants, and we need to talk about it. And the good news is, to give you a little, wind in your sail, is that you're not the only one. I think most Giant fans are pretty upset right now. And it was a horrible weekend. And I started thinking yesterday, like, do I want to pay money to go watch this team? Right? I'm just asking. I don't know. Do I want to lay down money and watch something like that? And this is exactly what I was talking about. My biggest concern going into this season. I said, once you get out of the rotation, like, who's behind them? Who is in this bullpen? And is this bullpen? Because in today's baseball, Major League Baseball, you can't do anything if you don't have a solid bullpen. So
the bullpen wasn't that bad going up, leading into this weekend. And Keaton Wynn had looked better prior, as they say. Prior. But when you have 4 out of, I think it's 4 out of your starting 9 with batting averages around $1, like between $1 and $1.30, whatever it is.
Shout out your boy Pat Bailey.
Shout out your boy Master Bader, right? Shout out Jung Hoo Lee, right? Like Elliot. I mean, these guys, it's very frustrating to watch. Thank goodness for Arise. He's batting like 275. Adamas at the top of the order batting, I think, $180. Like, I know it's just 10 games in, but they're 3-7. They're 1-6.
No, they don't look good. They don't look good. It's okay. Yeah.
Dude, they're 1-6 at home. You would think they'd at least be 500 at home. They're 1-6 against New York, basically, between the Yankees and the Mets.
Yeah, good call.
They could have split with the Mets, and that would have been much better. Yesterday, that's why I was so excited about yesterday's game. I'm like, oh, this is a pitching gem. Those are my favorite kinds of baseball games too. Just the pitching gems, and like a duel. And Webb was winning that duel, and then all of a sudden, and by the way,
let it out, Tony. Let it all out, buddy. I'm your therapist today. Tony, the Giants just got their asses kicked 3 straight games. How'd that make you feel? I'm your therapist now. That's all you got to do.
Well, like Ted, like the stuffed animal Ted. I'm a little left up right now.
I'm a little mucked up. Yeah.
Hey, Matt Chapman. And by the way, Matt Chapman, good lumber over the weekend. But when you're down 5-2, and you do a great job of leading off to get on base in the top of the 9th, what in God's name are you doing?
Yes,
stealing and getting thrown out when the Giants need base runners.
That was bad. That was really bad. Yeah.
Why? Why?
You got to tell me. I don't know why. It's kind of indefensible. I don't know.
And the Giants have that pinch runner. I'm blanking on his name right now, but they have that guy who is like runs like the wind. And they could have pinch run for Chapman and get him.
You're not talking about grandson of the Wind, Jung Hoo, are you? Is
No,
that like
no,
grandson of the Wind or whatever? Yeah.
No, they pinch ran this kid earlier. Oh, God, what's his name? Oh well, I can't find it right now. But he is lightning fast, and he came in and pinch ran. Oh well, I can't find his name. Anyways, pinch ran and stole second base immediately, and it was like impossible to throw him out. Chapman gets thrown out. I'm like, what?
It was bad. It was really bad. I mean, it kind of felt like it was just mishap after mishap all week. How about this, Gem? Dude, on Saturday night, that game got so out of freaking hand. Did you see Christian Koss on the mound? He was pitching Saturday. I'm not kidding. Did you see it?
I know. And by the way, Escobar Cheeks, thank you. And Nutter, thank you. Oliva is the Giant. Jared Oliva.
Runner? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Tony, so there you go. Give me the rest of your thoughts on that. From Christian, you got Koss on the mound. Anything else?
And Chapman makes a hell of a diving play. A ball hit hard down the baseline, and Devers can't scoop it up. Reminder: there's another kid in AAA. These would be the reps you could give to Eldridge. I don't understand. What are we waiting on? You're 3-7. Bring him up. And also, a guy. Remember the guy Dominic Smith?
Yeah.
Atlanta Brave.
Yep. Go ahead,
Why couldn't have kept him around too? Like, I'm just kind of at a loss right now. I'm kind of baffled, and it's not like he was going to break the bank to keep him. So that kind of stuff kind of just really bums me out. And then, dude, I saw this, and I got to just give Josh. I think it's Josh Dubow for the Associated Press. Listen to this, Paulie.
Okay.
The Giants have been out. This is from Josh Dubow, Associated Press. The Giants have been outscored by 25 runs over the first 10 games.
Brutal.
That's the worst mark through 10 games for the franchise since they were minus 49 runs in 1896.
Bro, don't be throwing the 1800s at me right now. You know what I mean?
96.
You know who we need to call? You know who we need to call? 1896.
Oh.
They used to make the ball out of hay back then. It was a ball of yarn with seams. Yeah, this is 1896. That's Marty's specialty. 1890, the grand old game. Yeah,
totally,
we're playing baseball. 1896. Turn to the century.
Oh, dude. And by the way, just Paulie, for comparison's sake, the Giants
are the roaring 20s, Tony. You know,
flappers. Give me a flapper.
We did the Charleston and we played baseball. 1922. Anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No,
sorry,
dude, you're good, man. And so the Giants have scored 26 runs.
No, it sucks, dude. I know. Now, the more you talk, the more I'm getting pissed now. You're starting to.
For comparison's sake, Paulie.
Yeah.
The Dodgers.
Yep.
Have scored 54 runs.
Well, I mean, you can't compare this team to the Dodgers. The Dodgers.
Oh, I can, Paulie, because they're in the same. They're both MLB teams. They're both in the NL West. One team likes to spend. I got to say, one team likes to spend money. One team likes to just really invest in the product on the field and not in movie theaters and in, real estate developments.
I love it. I love how, first of all, great outburst by Creative Tony. He's such a mellow kid. You don't usually get that kind of fury out of Tony, but when you do, you got to embrace it. You got to cultivate it. Yes. And you got to, no, I love it, Tony. I love the emotion. I really do. And I got to tell you, you are 100% correct. The LA Dodgers have an ownership group that is focused on putting the best possible players on the field and winning titles. That's their business now. And we do. You're right. We I like how you said movie theaters. How the guys building movie theaters? It was actually the Koran theater. It was a Broadway show type theater, not a movie theater. But I love the passion. So but you're right though. See, that's these guys are more interested in real estate development and just raking in cash from revenue than they are. I don't really think they care if the Giants compete. I'm just being totally honest with you. I'm not sure the Giants ownership is that. If they win, great, but they're not going to go out of their way to try to spend money to put a winning product on the field. That's the sad state of affairs, but I think that's accurate.
But when did we get to that state? Like when it didn't matter? And Paulie,
Well, it's again, that's ownership, because when Peter McGowan was around, Peter McGowan was all about winning, like winning championships, and God bless him. Rest in peace, Peter McGowan. What a beautiful man he was. Honestly, just a great guy, and helped save the Giants, keep them in San Francisco, and built a winner. And I don't think we have that same kind of intensity or passion from ownership now.
I'm not saying I don't appreciate 2010, 2012, 2014, and that we all waited a long time for those championships, and it was so amazing and an incredible run. But Paulie, 2016, they were 87-75. Last playoff run. Okay, like the last, I mean, not the playoff run, but last season, 87-75. Okay,
that's the season the Cubs took out the Giants in 4 in the playoffs, 4 games. Yeah,
correct.
Cueto and all that. Yep.
That was when was that the Matt Morse? Was it, what was his name? Matt Moore? Who's
Mike Morse?
No. There's a pitcher. I'm blanking on the pitcher's name in 2016.
And it was the heyday. That was the Cubs. They won the World Series that year with Baez and all those guys. Yeah.
They could have. They beat the Giants at Oracle Park. They could.
We were there. I was standing right there with you. We were having a great time until we lost. And then
they could have sent it back to Wrigley for a game 5. But
with Johnny Cueto shaking and shimmying. Correct. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Paulie, 2016, 87-75. Let me give you some numbers in the last 10 years, Paulie.
And I'm going to give you one quick number before you get started. Just a quick reminder. That playoff team you're talking about, that's 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
10 effing years ago. And I know that Gabe took them and lost to the Dodgers and all that too. But Tony's making a point, and I'm backing you. So go ahead. What do you got, T?
So then I just want to give you numbers. The records since then, since 2016, 2017, 64-98, 2018, 73-89, 2019, 77-85, 2020, 29-31. That's the asterisk season for the Dodgers. 2021 is the outlier, 107-55. Okay?
107. What the hell? Yeah, go ahead.
Then back 2022, 81-81, 2023, 79-83, 2024, 80-82, 2025, 81-81, 2026, 3-7. It's like, it's just every Matt Moore. Thank you, Miguel Salas. That's what I was talking about.
Matty Moore. Thank you, P1 Chuck. Smiling Matty Moore. Yeah.
We're just happy with just being average and being 500, and we're supposed to be thankful about that. When did that become like something that's just cool?
Mediocrity.
Well, yeah.
No, I understand. You're making a very good point, and I can't really dispute anything you said. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. I'm totally exhausted and burnt out, and frankly, just sick of it. Like that is season after season after season of this kind of lukewarm, mediocre product that's out there, generally hovering around 500. We want winners, like Mike Singletary. I want winners. I want people that want to win. That's how all Giant fans are feeling right now, and I think collectively, they better find a way to put some good baseball together, because the Phillies are coming in, man. It's not getting any easier.
Right. And dude, also, by the way, Miriam, I saw Miriam on the chat. She says, is it too late to add the Giants to the bummer bracket, the 2026 Giants?
You know what?
Our
Miriam, I'm going to leave that to the official judges here. Tony, can we squeeze in the Giants? It's a great question, Miriam.
I mean, we might be able to, man.
Can we write them in like a write-in candidate? Yeah, the Giants, 2026 San Francisco Giants. And you're starting.
Hold on, just checking in. Let's go down to the ATL, Paulie, to check in the ATL with Dominic Smith, who is a first baseman and left fielder for the Atlanta Braves. He's batting .333, 7 hits, 21 at bats, 6 RBIs, 0 strikeouts. Paulie, I'm just saying I do.
0 strikeouts. Shout out Zero the Hero. Tony, do me a quick favor. We do have some business to take care of. We got supers that have been flying by. Let's give those guys some love. And then we can resume all.
And by the way, Arizona Wildcats, dude, what happened to you guys? Just getting bulldozed, man. Bulldoze. Sorry, Paulie.
I love this. I love it.
It's business time.
God. I love it.
Sorry.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
All right, Paulie.
I love Angry Tony. I'm just saying, I love Angry Tony. So keep it coming.
It's only when it's just we can only take so much. I don't know, man. Like,
what do you mean? What this kind of torment and abuse from the Giants?
3-7 start. The second 3-game skid, and it's only 10 games in. They've already had 2 3-game skids. It's only 10 games deep, dude.
It's a great call. And I will tell you this, the other thing that really kind of concerns me and bums me out is the fact that these losses, these are not very competitive. Like yesterday was generally a competitive game till Logan Webb left and the bottom fell out. But Saturday and Friday, not competitive at all. Like they're getting their asses kicked. And that concerns me. Like it's not just that they're losing, it's the manner in which they're losing because they're not really competing in a lot of these losses. And you're right, 2 3-game skids this early is not a good sign of things to come. And before you resume here with the Supers, Tony, last thing I will say is, and I'm sure you got a whiff of this over the weekend too. I'm sure you all did. Everybody. What's up, Mike Val and Dom and Gravy and Patty and Pine Needle? We love all you guys. Good to see everybody. Particle Patton, what's up? Tony, you're starting to hear and see the first kind of pushback on Vitello. And you said it too. Like you said the ejection, you would have liked to have seen more from your skipper if he's trying to light a fuse and light a fire under the team, maybe a little more demonstrative next time. It was kind of an odd ejection, a low-key ejection.
Yeah, it was low-key. And also, I thought maybe we'd get a little more small ball and a little more different style of baseball from Vitello. Again, it's only 10 games in. I get it. I know. But I think Kruko, what did he use? He used a great verb to describe what was happening with the team. It was like an adjective or a synonym for struggling. Anyways, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But to break out small ball, to take a walk, to like Jung-Hoo Lee's at bat in the 9th inning, dude, that swings at a pitch up here at 3-2.
Bailey's like that too. Bailey just swings. His swings look horrible,
And so to Carlos de la Fuente's super, thank you, Los, for being a super. He says Philip Bailey hits better than Patrick Bailey.
Nice. Shout out Easy Lover. She's an easy lover. She'll get your heart on you, believe it. Great track, Tony. Yeah.
I couldn't even try to sing a Philip Bailey vocal. You know what I mean? Because he's so high.
Do you remember those? I think about that song, and I remember there was a video for that song, and the video was kind of weird too. The video is like Philip Bailey and Phil Collins and Tony. They're side by side, like getting dressed in the mirror. They're putting on ties and stuff. And I remember it was such an 80s thing. And I actually had a couple of these shirts, I swear to God, back in the day. Do you remember there was that little fad in the 80s for a while, Tony, where it was like paint splatter designs you would see or shirts. But I had a couple of those t-shirts that were like paint splatter. So stupid. And I think Bailey is wearing the paint splatter in that video. Somebody's wearing the paint splatter, and I think it's Bailey in that video. Carry on.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible, dude.
You do remember what I'm talking about, though? That whole paint thing? Yeah.
Yes, I do. I'm looking for paint blotter right now. I can't find it, but we'll see. I mean, definitely some pastels. I think Bailey was wearing like a pink tie, if I can.
Why not?
If I remember correctly. Great track, though.
No doubt.
So, Los, thank you for the super. Love you, brother. And Los also texted that he listened to a lot of the music that we all suggested for his musical assignment on Friday. If you missed Carlos's musical assignment on Friday, go back and watch our Friday episode at Polymax Particles on YouTube, and make sure you like and subscribe while you're there. But it's really good stuff, talking about music that really resonates with you, lyrics that resonate with you. That was the theme of the musical assignment. Stevie B is a super, and Stevie B says PMP Sidewalk Crew has more hits than the Giants.
This is why I want to get Stevie B involved with the show at some point. I love this kid's riffs, man. Great. And you're right. No, you're not. That is not an inaccurate statement, man. It's not. Oh, but look at this. Here's Sons of Johnny Lee joining us. What's up, Sons?
Nice.
Sons, am I going to see you with Bruce, by the way? I assume I'm going to see you with Bruce. Anyway, Son says Jung-Hoo should be fined if he pulls the ball to right field. He should go oppo every single time. I don't disagree. I don't disagree
either. And give him a chin strap too. Sons, find Jung-Hoo Lee a chin strap.
Let me stop you right there, Tony, with a quick transition. You notice I got my magic wand. Stand by. Tony, let me wave it again in case you missed it. Hold on. Do you have the artwork? Because Dom sent us a picture of Jung-Hoo with the chin strap. Do you have it?
He sent it. Oh, here it is, right here.
So we're going to bring this thing to life right now. This is going to be in Jung-Hoo Lee's Christmas stocking. I'm going to gift him a chin strap for that oversized helmet that he loves that falls off his head every time he swings the bat.
There you go. Yeah, there we go. And it's got the PMP letters on it too. So there you go.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Come on. Why not, dude?
Yeah.
Come on. The thing flies off all the freaking time. Oh, by the way, Sons of Johnny Lemaster got me this Pearl Jam hat. So it's just kind of, cosmic that he joined the show today. So thank you, Sons. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Good to see you.
And let me zoom in on that.
Time out. Sorry, Tony. Another announcement. Let me get my wand out. Hold on. Sons of Johnny Lee. I'm glad I asked. Sons of Johnny. See, this is it. This guy is, you want to talk about gangsters of the highest order? I just made a casual comment. I go, hey, Sons, I hope to see you with Bruce a week from tonight at Chase Center. He goes, F that. I'm at the Forum tomorrow, bro. Awesome. He's going to be at the LA Forum show. Tremendous. You know who else is at the LA Forum tomorrow, Tony? Sorry, guys. Quick moment for me and Tony. Yeah. Our old advisor and close friend when we were building up the show in the year when we were building it up, Jeff Morgan. Remember our good buddy Jeff Morgan?
Oh, yeah. Iron, what's it? The Flatiron Jeff Morgan.
Flatiron Jeff Morgan. He's going to the Forum tomorrow night, too. And, Tony, another on-the-air kind of business I'm handling, he does have an extra ticket, too. If you need, in fact, if anybody needs an extra, email the show. And I know one of our friends has an extra ticket. I think it's a good seat, too. So email
Jeff Morgan's a great dude. Great dude. Yeah, email pauliespod@gmail.com.
And Sons, have a great show tomorrow. Jesus, here he goes again. Look at this. He's not done. Hold on. Let me get my wand. Sons of Johnny Lee. What did I just say? What did I sound like somebody's parent. What did I just tell you? Sons of Johnny Lee is like, not only am I going to see Bruce at the Forum, I'm going to effing Japan to see Eddie Vedder solo gigs. All I can do is stand back and then appreciate the game. That's all.
Can I play something for Sons? This is for Sons right here.
Yeah, it's nice to see happy people.
Okay. What? Why can't Jung Ho go opposite field? I'm sick of it. Hey,
well, you know what? Eddie Vedder's, he's actually a Cubs fan, but the Seattle Mariners are scrapping too.
Patrick Bailey hasn't had a good at-bat in 5 years. Oh.
Dude, the Mariners are 4-6. I mean, there's other teams. The Red Sox, I think, are 2-6 or 3-6. So, I mean, we're not alone and struggling out of the gates, but Jesus, man, this is just getting old.
Last thing as I kind of play a social director here real quick. We should try to hook up Sons of Johnny Lee with Doug in Japan.
Yes,
we should, because we have one of our buddies, Sons, if you're interested. He's a great guy too. Doug in Japan, been a pretty big supporter of our show. So maybe we can hook you up with him. And he is, I believe is he in Tokyo?
Yeah, he's in Tokyo. Yeah.
All right, Tokyo.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. And Paulie, Carlos De La Fuente is a super one more time. And Carlos De La Fuente at Los DLF says Jung-Hoo Lee is hitting like great grandfather of the wind.
You know what I'm saying, dude? I know, Los. It's a bummer, man.
It's really bad. It's really bad. And I mean, I know it's only 10 games and I know slumps can happen. And I know that baseball is a tough game and things can turn around. And they're also playing the Mets, Yankees, and Phillies, Padres out of the gates. Yes, tough. But 3-7 and 1-6 at home is just nonsense.
No, it's just nonsense. I'm with you, Tony. And we need to see a pulse. I need to see some fire. And again, it was just very distressing. Like Tony said it perfectly at the beginning of the show. If you're just joining us, Tony kind of just said, look, Logan Webb was in that game. Things were going great. I mean, the Giants could have used a few more runs. How about a little offensive support? But Logan Webb dug deep, worked his ass off. I mean, we've come to expect that from him. And the minute he leaves the game, again, the bottom falls out. Giants take the loss, their third straight. Tony, I do want to at least get a word in on.
Yeah, hold on, Paulie, real quick. Let me just, can I give you a few more numbers real quick?
Whatever you got to do. Go ahead.
Harrison Bader batting $152. Jung-Hoo Lee batting I'm sorry, Harrison Bader batting $118.
Sure.
Jung-Hoo Lee batting $152. Patrick Bailey batting $111.
No, it's bad. It's really bad with Bailey.
Adames leading off batting $184. Elliot Ramos batting $2.05. Like let's see, Devers $2.11. I mean, again, I feel like I have to preface everything with knowing it's only 10 games. But
I know, but that doesn't mean all the numbers have to suck unilaterally. What about Chapman? I'm afraid to even ask his batting average. What is it?
Chapman's actually doing a little bit better. He's 237. He's batting 237.
Well, in that case, 237.
How about this, though? This is what's kind of alarming, Paulie.
Go ahead, man.
10 games Ramos has struck out 14 times. In 10 games, Devers has struck out 12 times. In 10 games, Adames has struck out 13 times. In 10 games, Bader has struck out 12 times. They're racking up a lot of strikeouts in 10 games, man. 83 strikeouts in 10 games. I mean, that's just a lot of Ks, man. That's all.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and find some life tonight with Philly coming in. Tony, if I could, I would like to.
Yes, you can. You can.
Yes, I can. I would like to get a couple things in on the Warriors. Also, shouting out the San Jose Sharks hosting Chicago Blackhawks tonight. Sharks are trying to get into the postseason. I think they will. Also, Michigan UConn, bro. We got a national championship tonight. But real quick, just a word on the Warriors, because what an incredible game they played last night against the Houston Rockets with the return to Steph Curry. Our main man, Rod Brooks, on the pre and post. He looked great. Tony, when we get done with this little Warrior detour, I want to do a stellar design spot, and then we have to do our brackets. We have to. Okay. So how many of you out there watched the Warrior game last night? Raise your hand. I'm just kidding. Hopefully a lot of you saw it, though, because the return of Steph Curry was freaking awesome. I mean, you could just – the whole thing felt different. And I wasn't there. I was home. I was watching at home. But I could feel it. You could just feel the electricity back. Took Steph a couple of minutes to get his legs under him, and he just did his thing. He did what he always does. He hit circus shots. The handle was solid. He was going to the rim. He did all the stuff that we love seeing in Steph Curry's game. It didn't look like he was diminished at all. There was a brace on the knee or some kind of tape job on there, but he looked great. I mean, he really did. And he had 29 points. Missed the game-winning shot at the buzzer, but the guy can only do so much for a little sample size. Small sample size. You couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, this is all coming off the bench, by the way. Okay, coming off the bench with 29 points. So they lose by 1 point, 117-116. Really, really tough loss. What are you showing me right here? The final shot?
I'm showing you the final shot, and I want you to watch Draymond Green.
Okay.
What he's trying to do for Steph here. And again, the last shot is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
Obviously he had other chances to win the ball game, but he has a great point here, and he's also very frustrated. So watch the end of this. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna make sure the volume is not too loud. All right, there we go. So check it out. Steph's got the ball going up court against the Rockets. So Draymond.
6 seconds left. Curry gets the screen. 3 seconds left.
Oh, yeah.
Missed it.
Now watch Draymond.
And Houston is going to come away with a clutch win.
So let's go back now. Did you see what he's trying to do to Podziemski? So look right there.
Funny? You know what's funny? As you're showing this clip, Robot Centaur on the comment line at the PNP Sports Desk. What's up, Fareed? I hope the missus is feeling good. I know it's almost baby time. He says least valuable player award goes to Pods for not setting the screen for Curry on the game winner. As usual, Fareed is all over it. But Tony, go ahead, roll the tape and explain. I see it.
Fareed, great minds, brother. Because I talked to Paulie about this in the pregame or pre-show meeting. Is that watch Draymond? He tries to get Podziemski's attention, saying, "Follow me and let's set a double screen for Steph to free him up for the last shot." And so watch Draymond. He waves at Podziemski. Follow me. So he's saying, "Follow me" to Podziemski. Podziemski doesn't follow.
He just stands there. Shout out you two. I will follow. Tony, go ahead.
And there's two guys there, and then Draymond wanted Podziemski to screen the other guy, and
Podziemski's standing there like a deer in the headlights. He's just standing there watching.
And look at Draymond's fighting off the screen right there. And
he's got two guys, but there's exactly. I see it. Yep. Go ahead, Steve.
So. And Duke Curry does a hell of a job to even get a shot off, and it almost goes in.
I know.
Now watch Draymond right here to Podziemski. This is right. He looks at. Here we go.
And Houston is going to come away with a clutch win that will not count off.
See, so that's just I don't know, man. Draymond. I wonder if he'd ever get into coaching someday, because I think he'd make a great coach.
I do too. I think. Without really embellishing this or kind of overstating this, I really do believe Draymond Green is probably a basketball genius. Like his IQ in the game of basketball is probably off the charts. He knows more about schemes, and his vision is on. And let me just say this: Draymond Green has been playing his ass off lately defensively, because every single night. Regardless of who the Warriors are playing, you know what Draymond's assignment is? Steve Kerr goes to him and goes, "Dre, you're on the best scorer on their team. Whether that's Wemby, he just guarded Wemby last week. I mean, his assignments are incredibly difficult, and he does it so well. Last night, Draymond Green had 11 assists. His defense was stellar all night. He was stripping balls. He did a great job. So Draymond, and he might be all defensive team. At least I hope. I think he deserves that this year, which would make his 10th time all defensive team in the NBA. And so I certainly hope he gets acknowledged because I think he's earned it this year. Kevin Durant, meanwhile, back at Oracle, he had 31 points. He had a monster game too. And just fun to see him and Steph like getting after each other, man. There's a lot of love there, but there's also fierce competitive nature with both of those dudes. And they both want to kill each other. And Durant got the last laugh last night, 117, 116. So, but the Warriors are going to be in the play-in, right? It's what happens from there. And I mean, I think like most Warrior fans, we're not expecting too much, but last night just felt different. It was different. Just the return of Steph Curry, how that lifts up the entire team. Like the Warriors don't really have a swagger when Steph Curry's not on the floor. You could sort of kind of feel that swagger again last night. And it was good to see. So, I mean, there aren't any moral victories, but if there were, last night would qualify as just like, it was a good night in a direction that this team wants to get going again down that road. So we'll see what happens next. They're off. I think it's Sacramento tomorrow night, but off tonight for the Golden State Warriors, and a tough loss last night.
So a rising Curry lifts all boats, I guess, basically, Paulie?
I would say so. Yeah. Curry on my wayward son, Yeah,
Curry on my wayward son. And since you're talking about Steph, let's give Steph a little more of the spotlight here. This was a sweet ass play from last night too. Let me make sure the volume's not too high again. Here we go. This is the and one. Here we go.
Now they're matched up. And it's Curry looking to put the moves. And he does with a hesitation. Steph Curry with a chance to
See, I mean, that's the thing. There's so much joy in his game. And I don't think I've ever seen an athlete in my entire life that could set fire to an arena the way Steph Curry can. I mean, there's just something about when he gets hot, he's the best show in sports, and it's still there.
Just making him dance. That's all.
Yeah,
look at, dude. He puts the move on KD right here.
Watch it.
One more time. Watch out the move.
And it's Curry.
I know, just right by him, dude.
And then Şengün has the balls to say that he got fouled. You see him complaining?
He's a pain in the ass, dude. Şengün, you know what? I don't like his face. I don't like his game.
Look at dude. Oh,
yeah.
Anyway,
Steph, you just keep doing your thing, bro. We all freaking love you, and it was just great to see him back on the floor last night. Let's hope for some more success.
Yes.
Going into the rest of this week. And the season's almost over. It's like 2 weeks left, and then they'll be in the play-in. So hopefully they can get a few wins on their way. All right, Tony, I think we do a stellar design and then bracket time, baby.
Sure, Paulie. If that's where you'd like to go, I'm going to, unlike Pajemski, I'll follow your lead.
I will follow.
By the way, I got to give at Woods some credit here on the chat. He says Pajemski was like Alice in Chains, don't follow.
Say goodbye, don't follow. Great call. And the worst part about that is Pajemski is just standing there watching.
Well, I think Robot Centaur somebody said on the chat, maybe it was Fareed, was Pajemski thinking that he was going to take the last shot?
Steph's going to defer to Pods. Where's Pods? That's where I got to do. Yeah. Right. Although I got to say, though, that is not the craziest notion of all time because he's not afraid to pull the trigger, Pajemski. And two, if they overload on defense on Steph, I mean, it could benefit them to find the open man. Shout out to Paxson with the Bulls when Jordan started going to Paxson and he was hitting his shots wide open. Nobody expected it, but
I was not expecting a Paxson mention today, Paulie.
But that was the same kind of scenario. Like you were thinking Jordan's taking the last shot. Nope, Paxson's taking the last shot. So
John Paxson for life, Paulie. John Paxson.
I got no problem with Paxson. None.
Yeah. None. Zero.
Where, Tony, trivia, I don't know the answer. I'm asking you. I didn't think we'd be talking about this either. Where did John Paxson play college ball?
I don't know. Hofstra.
I'll say, good guess.
I don't know.
I have no idea either. I'm going to say Marquette. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'll throw a Marquette out there.
If anybody knows in the chat, I'll be floored.
Does anybody know where Paxson played college ball? I
By
can't
the way,
wait.
that's Paxson. There's an X in and an
I
N.
got no hesitation from Charles. Charles
Dude,
Aquino,
and
Chuck.
Gravy.
And
Charles.
Gravy. Notre Dame, Fighting Irish, the Fighting Fitzgeralds, Bobby Fitz and Notre Dame. Thank you, boys. I asked and I got the answer. There you go.
Wow, damn, dude. And by the way, dude, Robot Centaur again I had this great conversation with my buddy Mike Glover about this. Why not play Porzingis on the last play of the game so Steph can get double teamed and then Porzingis take the last three? Or they have to go pick your poison, right? They should have both been on the floor at the same time, in my humble opinion. I'm not Steve Kerr, and I don't dislike Steve Kerr, but I just thought it would have been nice to have them both on the floor. That's all.
Okay, well, that's not a bad. I don't have an answer as to why he wasn't out there, but I kind of like your rationale there. I think it does make some level of sense to have pods out there on the final play.
Paulie, and also before we get to Stellar Design, I would.
Then he fouled out. That's right, he fouled out. Thank you, Gravy.
Oh, that's
he fouled out. Yeah.
God bless America. Damn it. Sorry, my fault.
No, me too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I forgot about that too. I want to just also tip my cap to this performance over the weekend because nothing good was happening in our yard, Paulie. So I thought we'd share something that has never happened. I don't know if this has ever happened in baseball ever. Joe Adele, dude, just watch these three. You can go an entire baseball career and never rob one home run in your entire career. This dude, thrice, Paulie, thrice.
Yeah.
There's a drive out to right from Raleigh. Adele's back near the wall.
Dude.
Joe Adele. There's a drive to right. Adele is back. He's at the wall. He leaps up. He got another one.
Yeah.
Great.
Lead. There's Crawford with a fly ball to right toward the corner. It's Joe Adele again near the foul pole. Leaping up.
Unbelievable.
Again. He fell into the crowd, so it's a home run.
That's a great shot right there.
Again.
It's incredible, dude. Is that just incredible?
Do you realize, Tony, with that collection of highlights and those three catches, you just showed us about 30 seconds of airtime? That was more excitement than I saw all weekend with the Giants.
Exactly. That's why I showed it, because it's like we had nothing. We had Logan Webb throwing a gem. That's what we got, and then it all went to shambles with Keaton Wynn and Eric Miller.
Keaton Wynn. How about Keaton loss? You know what I mean? Maybe it should be Keaton loss. And by the way, Tony, like you said, nothing all weekend with the Giants. Shout out George Costanza at the NBC meeting. I know we've done this before, but it does apply. Tell us a little bit about the show. What's the show going to be about? Gentlemen, I can describe this show for you with one word. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what happens? He's like, nothing happens. That's the show. All right. Anyway, I'll tell you where something's going to happen. Stellar Design, my friend. Stellar freaking Design, the great graphic design studio here in the Bay Area, run by our very own Don Peralta. This entire episode of Polymax Particles brought to you by Stellar Design, San Francisco Bay Area based industrial design studio. Tony, shaping the future of product innovation. As I've said before, Stellar creates award-winning design that connects people, product, and brand, turning ideas into real-world experiences. Creative Tony.
Yes, Paulie. And whether you're an individual with a vision, or whether you're a startup building something new, or a Fortune 500 company that's scaling up, Stellar Design brings a thoughtful, hands-on approach to creating products that truly stand out. Shout out Go Haul Leaf Care. Shout out Baller Cam. Shout out Yard Sale. These are just a few of the examples that Dom and Stellar Design have been involved with, Paulie. And if you're ready to build something great, visit stellar.design and make design impact. Or reach out to Dom directly, Dominic at stellar.design, Paulie.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Dom. So again, any individual out there, all you freelancers, or if you're running your own advertising agency, or you got a marketing shop, what have you, you need new images, new ideas, new art looks, talk to Dom. He can definitely help you out. And I encourage people, I mean, trying to pound this drum for a while. If you're an individual out there, not even with a marketing firm or anything, but you just have a need for some original artwork, talk to Dom. Have him personalize something for you for any event in your life, graduations, weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, all that stuff. Dom can create a really unique and fantastic piece of art specific to the occasion in your world. So thank you, Stellar Design. Thank you, Dominic. Again, talk to Dom Peralta anytime. Super cool dude, super easy to talk to him. Take two. Dominic at stellar.design. Say it again. Dominic at stellar.design. Thank you very much. And thank you, Dom, and thank you, Stellar. Tony, another thing we should thank Dom for is the construction of the bummer brackets, which we were just totally negligent on Friday. We had a great time with the show. Low Steve was phenomenal. And that was one of those music assignments that could have gone on for like another hour or two with the lyrics, like a really good topic. But we stretched it out. We had a really long show and we never got to the brackets. So I say we dedicate the rest of today's show to completing, not just dabbling. Let's complete them. And I think we need to get started. That's just me.
We'll get it started like MC Hammer likes to do. Let's get it started. But Paulie, I just want to tip my cap to the UCLA women's hoops team. Congratulations on their national championship, taking care of P1 Chuck's South Carolina Gamecocks handily. And then also Michigan and UConn, both very, very impressive wins over the weekend in the men's tournament. I definitely did not see that ass kicking coming by Michigan over Arizona. I thought it would be a very, very, very tight game.
It was a profound ass kicking. I mean, they were up by like 30
from start to finish. Yeah, the entire game. I mean,
what happened? Like what? Arizona looked unstoppable. Like I can't explain that performance. Like I don't think Michigan is that much better. I think that Arizona just kind of they short circuited or something. I don't know how they lost that dramatically, but they did.
Well, offensive boards that were big for Michigan, and I don't know, man. They seem to play with like a freaking just cohesion and like possessed. Like
you're talking about Michigan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing was going to get in their way, man. They're just an impressive team. That kid Cadeau, I mean, he is really impressive. That other kid that went down, Lendeborg. The guy who went down with an ankle sprain and he also had a knee sprain. And the guy's like, you are not keeping me out of this game. I'm not missing this, and I'm not missing Monday if we win.
Yeah.
And I also loved that they showed the head coach of the Wolverines scouting the UConn Illinois game in the stands before their own game. I'm like, damn, this dude's impressive, man. So tonight's going to be a great basketball game. I'm very excited to watch it. I think it's going to be a very good game. I'm rooting for Michigan because I would come in second place in our pool. I would have won the pool, Paulie, if Arizona wins over the weekend, but not for the case. Not the case.
I like the way you said that. I would have won the pool. It was very Jim Morrison, and I walked on down the hall. Okay, a lot of people on the comment line like Michigan tonight, like yourself. Although Big Al coming in, I kind of feel Big Al. I think UConn might surprise people. I do. I just think they're having that kind of. There's just something special about what they're doing right now. And Michigan, too. I'm not taking anything away from Michigan, but I think UConn might surprise some people and play better and keep this thing closer. The Escobar Cheeks keeping it scientific. He said Michigan is more athletic and bigger. No question.
They are.
But you can't dismiss UConn. They have a knack of winning games like this. And you know what's funny? It's like so many people have mixed feelings about Hurley and like his whole personality and the forehead thing and all that. But I really feel like with today's college basketball, players are gone like in a year. They come and they go. Like you never really get used to a unit, a starting five, because it just doesn't stay together very long with the way it's all set up now. But what does stay and what is consistent are the coaches. So the coaches have become like the new stars of college basketball, because it's not like the Chris Mullin days where you'd see him for 4 years. Patrick Ewing, 4 years. Michael Jordan, I think maybe Jordan played 3 or 2, I forget. But anyway, most of those guys back then would stay for 4, and you just don't get that anymore. So what happens is guys like Hurley become the symbol of the entire thing, and you do need that kind of personality, even if he's a villain. It's good to have villains out there too in the college landscape. Yeah,
absolutely, Paulie. I don't know if anybody's going to stop that kid Mara, 7'3" for Michigan. That kid's a great player too. And then Paulie, you mentioned the Tar Heels and through Michael Jordan, Mike Malone. looking to be the new head coach of the UNC Tar Heels. Some Grateful Dead vibes coming to Chapel Hill, which is always a good thing. Okay, so maybe, well, I don't want to suggest anything to college kids, but go Mike Malone and UNC. I've always liked Mike Malone. I've always liked him. So
I like Malone too. I still have no idea why Denver got rid of him. It doesn't make any sense. Here's a championship. Cool. Thanks. You're fired.
Peace.
Peace. I'm out. All right, Tony. It is time. Bummer brackets. Give me the bong. I want a bongo drum roll. I want it all. Give me some production with this. Yeah. I do.
Well, hold on. Have we played the gong on the show?
No. I don't want to take us down a gong conversation. I could. I'm going to try to refrain because we got work to do here. But dude, the gong rules. Anyway, could I get drum roll arrow gong? Bongo arrow gong? Yeah.
All right, here we go.
There it is, dude. Fantastic. Shout out to great gong users of all time. Your John Bonhams, your Peter Chris's, your Keith Moons. Gongs, all of them. Yeah.
Hey, I just want to give more bummer news to start out the bummer bracket, Paulie. We haven't discussed this at all, but Trent Williams is not expected to be in attendance for the Niners offseason program that starts on April 20th.
Here we freaking go.
Just FYI. According to Matt Mayoko, Paulie, Trent Williams not expected to be in attendance for the 49ers offseason program that starts April 20th. That's just more great news here on a Monday. That's all.
More great news. Hey, final, that doesn't surprise me, actually. Final thing I want to say about just forecasting the rest of the week, because I saw Patty ask about this. Patty from Napa, Queen of the Scene, Patty from Napa, and she said, did I hear you guys say the show was dark on Wednesday and Friday? We are dark on Wednesday. We are back on Thursday and Friday. I will have Rags with me, East Coast golf correspondent, going to fill in for Tony while he's out co-hosting, and we will also be joined by Lauren Gold of the band Rush. It's going to be amazing having Lauren Gold on the show. And then tomorrow, we have one of our great friends, great colleagues, and one of the best in the business in terms of audio quality and engineering, the great Darren Chan, San Francisco Giant radio engineer, will join us. He's been doing that for about 20 years now, and he's a great guy. So we'll talk to him tomorrow. And Nikki DiFrancesco, I think, is tomorrow as well.
Tomorrow we got Nikki DiFrancesco with his Show Us Your Stub segment, talking professional sports, actually collegiate, could be any sports stubs that he has. And Nikki, can't wait to have Nikki D on the show tomorrow, and also Darren Chan tomorrow. And actually, I was texting with DC over the weekend, and he was the one that brought up, can we bring up Eldridge? Like, why not? I would love, he can't hit any worse than Bailey.
Great point. And secondly, if this team isn't going anywhere, if this is what the rest of the season is going to look like, and I'm not ready to say that it is, but if this team does flounder and kind of, just kind of tread water all year long, I'm with you, dude. Bring up Eldridge. What's the difference? If you're not going anywhere, what's the difference? Let this kid get some at-bats.
Hey, Paulie, instead of going crazy, David Lee Roth, going nowhere.
From the heat.
From the ease. Like he is in errors.
I got you. Nice, Tony. Nice. From the east. Nice, dude. Yes.
And any quick thoughts? I know you're doing your damnedest to get to bummer bracket.
And you're just
ignoring it. You really are. I want to applaud it. Paulie.
I'm going to go back to the therapist's office and I'm going to be like, tell me about the nature of the trouble. I'm going to be like, well, I'll tell you right now. Creative Tony ignores me. I'm trying to get him to respond to my pleas, and he just acts like I'm not even in the room. That's going to be you and me in therapy. Yeah.
Oh, Paulie,
like I'm not even there. Yeah.
I just want to play a soundbite for Trent Williams. Hey, Trent, you're not going to come to the off-season program?
Oh, good for you.
Great. Yeah, that's great. That's great. 32 million is not enough. 32 million is not enough.
No, I'm psyched. Yeah, let's have another long holdout. That'll be perfect. Going into
great. It's great for vibes. Great for chemistry, great for vibes going into the season.
It'll be great for the Australia trip, hopefully, if he's still holding out.
Hey, Paulie, as Tony Salvador
said, Australia trip. Don't even get me going,
Remember, I wasn't there for this comment, but supposedly Tony Salvador said when Kruger and I got fired, this is the darkest day.
Oh, yeah. Right? This is the darkest day in the history of KNBR. The darkest day. It was dark. Let's not simplify it too much. It was pitch black. And at that point, I don't know why I had to be there, but I was there super late that night too, dude. We were all picking up the pieces. The great Isabel Lemon, the late great Isabel Lemon, was right there at Tony's side too, because they had to get the press release out. They had to tell the entire Bay Area why like 1 million people are about to get fired. So what brought that up? Why'd you go to the darkest?
This is the darkest time in the Bay Area because, dude, it's pretty dark right now, buddy.
It is dark. The Warriors are just trying to find their way. The Giants, this is not a good sign of things to go. By the way, dude, if you want to feel a little bit better about the Giants, have you taken even just a peek at A's baseball yet this year?
No.
I have. I've watched a few pitches. It's thoroughly depressing. Watching them play in that little peewee ballpark there. I mean, it's just such a bad
Great
look.
minor league park. Great minor league park.
Operative words of that sentence: minor league. This ain't MLB. MLB's a freaking billion-dollar industry. It's
the whole thing's an embarrassment. The whole thing is an embarrassment. How about we get rid of every commissioner except for NHL? Or do you like the NHL's commissioner? Are you happy with him?
I got no problem with him. Yeah, I got no problem with the NHL commissioner. Yeah.
Okay, well, Silver can go. Silver, I don't mind if Silver were to bail.
I think the real commissioner of the NBA is LeBron James. Wow. I mean, he's the guy pulling all the leverage. By the way, dude,
a future Warrior, LeBron James. Is that what you're talking about?
I might be because this morning, dude, there he was again. Stephen A was running his mouth about LeBron to the Warriors. He was saying it would be the biggest story in the history of the NBA. The problem is that LeBron James is going to be what, 42 next year, 41. Like, I don't know. I don't like the idea of LeBron coming to the Warriors for so many different reasons. But Tony, again, if I beg you, would you let us do the brackets? I'll beg if I have to.
Don't make me laugh.
Come on, give me the brackets for God's sakes.
Well, I can't give you the brackets until I show you this, Paulie. I'm sorry. This is then we'll go to the brackets, okay?
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Are you ready, Paulie? Are you ready? Oh, by the way, I like how they slapped Draymond's number on LeBron for this photo, by the way.
Well, knowing Draymond, that's his BFF right there. So he'd probably gladly give it to him. And then what does Draymond wear? What number does he wear?
LeBron's number 6, maybe.
Oh, it's so lame. And I got to tell you,
it's cool, dog. I'll take your old number. What?
Draymond Green shouldn't have to sacrifice his number for anybody, anywhere, anytime, under any circumstance. He's a Hall of Famer. Correct. Draymond Green is going to the Hall of Fame. Why should he sacrifice? I don't even want to see this. You're upsetting me. I don't want. Why are you doing this? I don't understand.
Because I'm trying to brace you. I'm trying to prepare you for what's coming. Okay?
Like I'm right now, I'm the little girl in The Exorcist with the devil possessing her, talking to the priest.
Your head spinning. Your head spinning.
Green. I'm puking green, puking on the priest, and then like using the old lady voice, which was so evil. Why you do this to me, Damie? Why you do this? So why are you doing this to me, Tony? I don't understand why you're doing this.
I don't know either, man. I'm just having fun on a Monday because I'm very upset.
Recommend TurboTax.
I'm getting sound. I'm getting like all kinds of sound in my headphones.
Oh, you are? Sorry.
You got to stop that immediately. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're giving me all kinds of stuff. Give me the brackets, or I'm going to abandon ship. Okay. Look at this. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Look at the text at the bottom. F him. Look at the words. Look at this. What are you doing, bro?
What are you doing? The head spin. I wanted the head spin.
It doesn't matter. Give me anything. Any part of this. I think you're going to get
with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
Oh, Jesus.
By
the way, I just want to say happy Easter to everybody out there. Hope you had a nice Easter. Yeah. We got Satan right here. Hold on. Let me get him involved. If we're going down this road, you might as well go all the way.
Go.
This right here, this is a hell of a scene. I was deep inside this girl, telling her all kinds of stuff, pulling strings, like a puppet master. All right.
I feel I
Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
Guys, I don't know. All right, man.
There we go. All right, Paulie, it's time for the bumper brackets.
By the way, you notice when she does the final spin, she goes,
yeah.
Yeah. Good sound effect. You might need to isolate that. Yeah. We can do that for slaps and satanic grunts for runs. We'll add him to the add Rags. That reminds me of one of my exes. Which one, Rex? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
That's a good line, Rags. Here we go, Paulie. Bummer bracket time.
Hey, look at this. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's go. We've had enough of negativity on this Monday. Let's have some fun.
That was a very negative show we just did. We just did 58 minutes of negativity. Now we're going to have some fun. And Tony, I'm going JT the brick, up-tempo, speed brick on this now.
Let's go. Yeah. All right. So, Paulie, 8th grade, parents holding their 8th graders back to repeat 8th grade for NIL money, possible NIL money, beat Oven Mitts. So it moved on to, let's see, StreamYard beat Manscaping.
Okay.
RoboUmp beat Long Ball and Launch Angle. Let's see, driving down a street that's blocked off like Lake Street. I do
it all the time. Yeah, I'll be doing it again on Wednesday. Yep.
Wow. Okay, that beat Working the Day After Christmas.
Okay.
Mumble Rap beat An Actual Jelly Roll. And Taylor Swift beat Ticket. Wow, Taylor Swift beat Ticket Bots. Jesus.
Yeah, people don't like Taylor Swift, Tony. We're maxed out on the Swifties.
Wow. Roughing the Passer beat Getting Cut Off. And then Tesla Trucks beat Getting Cheated On. Now we'll go back to the top here. 8th grade. Okay, so StreamYard is on a run, man. StreamYard is beating the 8th grade. The parents holding 8th graders back. Thank you. I'm glad that's out of the tournament, although it's a big time bummer. Driving down a blocked off street, a private street, as they say,
right?
Beat RoboUmps, and then Taylor Swift and Mumble Rap are tied, and Roughing the Passer lost to Tesla Trucks. If you want to keep voting, we can get Dom Peralta involved on this as well.
Dom is predicting a Taylor Swift Patrick Mahomes final.
Wow,
which would be pretty intense. That would be Mahomes. That's 2 back-to-back championship competitions. Okay, and what about the other side?
Let's go to the other side. Take it to the other side. All right. Bad Hangover beat the Fast Track Office. I like that because yeah. Ticket Fees beat Artificial Sweeteners. I like that as well. Insane Youth Parents beat Suspended Driver's License. Gas Prices beat Andres Torres. Thank you. I'm glad that's out of there. Patrick Mahomes beat a nighttime stubbing your toe in the dark while you're on your way to the John. Waymo beat the Substation.
Yeah.
Substation is no longer in the tournament. Tommy John surgery at 12 years old beat Jimmy Butler and Jimmy Butler's injury, excuse me. And Sick on Vacation. Actually, this seems to be a typo. But Sick on Vacation has more votes than the Peacock only game, but it advanced the Peacock only game.
Well, so where do we pick this up? Like, where do we? So we got to vote on where are the matchups? T. Hold on,
So here I'm going to go back to the matchups here. Okay, Paulie. Okay. So the matchups right now are. Let's see if I can just. Let's see. I'm going to refresh this. Stand by, Paulie.
Standing.
And
right there. So 8th grade versus. Wait, 8th grade getting held back in the 8th grade intentionally versus StreamYard. That's the first matchup.
StreamYard is winning 3-1 right now. And I know a lot of people tried to vote, but the voting was closed. And Dom is saying he's on it right now.
Okay.
So maybe we should have Dom join the show. What do you think, Paulie?
Yeah, if he can jump in.
Yeah. But Dom, if you can, if you're home and you can jump on, and then help us with guiding through, because I don't want to go too far. Oh, Dom says to refresh. So let me refresh the bummer bracket page. And okay. So StreamYard is taking on
you just passed it. Yeah, go back.
The blocked. Oh, wait, see, then it just disappeared. See, this is what's so crazy. Yeah, StreamYard is taking on a blocked private street, also known as an example as Lake Street. That's what's happening right there. And that is for group 1. Then in group 2, we would have Tesla Trucks taking on Taylor Swift. Let's just stay over there right now.
Yeah,
Paul.
Just stay there. I want to vote. So which one are we voting on? That one, Swift and Trucks?
Yes. So
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote. Let me think about this for a second.
Taylor Swift or
I really don't like either one. And Taylor Swift versus the Tesla truck. Although
What's a bigger bummer? What's a bigger bummer? Remember.
Okay, I'm going to say the Tesla truck, and I'll tell you why. Because even if I don't like Taylor Swift, I can kind of control that. If I don't want Taylor Swift on my TV, I don't have to watch her. If I don't want to listen to her music, I don't have to listen to it. The only time they force it on me is every NFL Sunday. Now I can't get through a football game without seeing Taylor Swift with her really tacky looking Chiefs garb on. But Tesla trucks, they're all around me every second of every day. Like every time I leave the house, there's another one. Like I can't, especially up here, dude. In Marin County, it's like every other car seems like it's a freaking Tesla truck, and they drive me freaking nuts. So I'm going to say, because I have no control over that, and I can control my Taylor Swift intake, I'm going to vote for Tesla trucks.
I'm also voting for Tesla trucks because, again, Paulie, like you said, you can control your exposure to Taylor Swift.
Well said. Yes.
I cannot control my exposure or my disdain for Tesla trucks. And again, the Tesla people that slap the bumper stickers, I had this Tesla before I knew Elon was a jerk, or before
I did that. By the way, I might get a sticker that says, I got this Tesla truck before Elon's last round of plastic surgery. Because if I am not mistaken, his face just got more weird looking. I think he just did something to his face. The guy looks nuts. So I'm speculating he's had plastic surgery, Tony. Irresponsible, sure. But that's the nature of the show we're doing.
Is it too strong if I put a sticker on my car that just says, "Hey, Tesla drivers, go F yourself"?
Go ahead. Well, the problem is, though, if that guy wanted to ram you with his Tesla truck, he'd probably roll right over you like a pancake. That thing's ready to go into combat, man. That thing is like a freaking combat vehicle. Only because it's relevant to what we're talking about. We got to get Miriam in as a super real quick, T, because she's talking about what we're talking about.
Love it.
As a super, yeah.
Here we go. Miriam, what's up, Miriam? She says, Tesla trucks are not trucks.
Amen, girl.
My son races dirt bikes. I've never seen one of the riders haul their bike to the race in the back of one of those Teslas. Nuff said.
Great. Miriam's spot on as she always is. And that's a great point. What do you haul into the game with your Tesla truck? It's cosmetic.
Have you ever seen anything hauled in the back of a Tesla truck?
No, you can't even see inside. It's all like tinted for like military purposes. You know what? Again, I'm voting Tesla trucks, and I'm letting Taylor Swift off the hook on this one. So you're going to vote too. So that means I guess Tesla is going to advance.
I think Tesla's going to advance because I don't know if the live voting is because I saw Noemi post a comment saying she's unable to vote right now. So it's not letting her vote right now. So the live bummer bracket may not be live. So we'll just go with Tesla.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Is there a scenario? And I'm asking you, I'm not dictating terms at all, but I'm asking you, should we let the PNP Familia, the PNP Army, the PNP community, should we let them have one more round of voting tonight and announce the winners tomorrow, or should we just plow ahead?
I think we should plow ahead to the Final Four.
Okay, and then
we could reveal the Final Four and the champion. We could go through the Final Four and the champion tomorrow to start the show before Nikki DiFrancesco and Darren Chan. If you want to do that, Paulie, what do you think?
That's a good idea, because I do feel bad if Noemi's trying to vote and other people out there would like to participate. I would like them to be part of that. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get it down to the Final Four, and then we'll let the audience vote tonight, and then we'll do the winners tomorrow.
So yeah, we'll get it down to the Final Four. So Tesla Trucks is moving on to the Final Four.
Okay, Tesla and there they are. Nice.
In the Final Four. Now, StreamYard, our dear friends StreamYard, our streaming software versus driving down or streets that are blocked off because they're supposed to be private streets that only have resident access.
I have a question for you, Tony. There was a keyboard player in the E Street Band who sadly passed away about 10 years ago, Danny Federici, late Danny Federici. He had a couple of nicknames given to him by Bruce Springsteen. His nickname was Phantom Damn Federici. Now you see him, now you don't. And I want to say, why do we have a phantom bracket here? Now you see him, now you don't. I just saw Lake Street on the Group One thing, and now it's gone. Now you see it, now you don't. What's going on?
It's right there.
Okay, thank you very much. I
just have to refresh, Paulie. See, it disappears every now and again. So
there it is again. Now you see it, now you don't. What do we?
Paulie, this thing has a mind of its own. Honestly, ask Dom. Dom and I have been on the back end of this, especially Dom have been on the back end of this a ton, trying to have it be a live bracket. And again, just as all part of the process with full transparency, as Paulie likes to say.
No problem.
We're learning as we go.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Tony. I'm going to vote for StreamYard on this one.
Yes,
bigger bummer because of kind of what you're looking at right now. It's there 1 second, then it disappears. It's a very finicky program. It is the best option for us right now to present the show, and the best that we can is by using the StreamYard. But again, as I said with the Tesla trucks, I have no control over StreamYard. Tony and I have no say. We could do everything right, and StreamYard could still fail. When it comes to Lake Street, listen, you guys can
put right now, Paulie. Finish.
Put up as many signs as you want. I'm coming down Lake Street. Yeah. I'm driving down. I'm going right through the signs. I've done it probably 100 times since they made it a so-called quiet street.
Paulie, I can guarantee that you drive respectfully. You drive at a nice.
I'm at a snail's pace. I'm being very, very. Yeah.
So you respect it. It's not like you're being disrespectful, but
again, I can control. Like I can control Lake Street. I have no control over StreamYard. So I'm going to vote for StreamYard, T.
I'm voting for StreamYard, no question. And to hear Rod Brooks complain about StreamYard when we had him on last week was so nourishing for my soul.
Yeah,
because it keeps me awake. I have StreamYard dreams, dude. I wake up like in the middle of the night thinking about StreamYard, and that shouldn't happen. So that is why StreamYard may win the whole thing in my mind. So StreamYard is going up against Tesla trucks in the Final Four, Paulie.
I like that you have dreams about StreamYard. That's incredible. That's incredible.
I've had 2 different times where I've woken up in the middle of the night and been like thinking about StreamYard.
Shout out, Tony, shout out Night Ranger. When you close your eyes, do you dream about StreamYard?
Oh, dude, do you dream about Stream? Oh, man.
Not a bad track, by the way. Shout out Don Peralta. He just said, by the way, Paulie Mac, I drove down Lake Street yesterday. Bet you it felt great. I bet you it felt great, didn't it? Nice and defiant, nice and rebellious. Listen, you got to keep the defiant spirit of San Francisco alive. And Dom and I are going to continue to do that by driving down Lake Street. That's how we show defiance these days. Okay. So
shout out the Defiant Ones, Paulie. Wasn't that the show with Iovine and
Dr. Dre, Tony? Dr. Dre.
Really good miniseries, by the way.
It was tremendous. And yes, it was called the Defiant Ones. So we have Final Four set on one side. Now let's do the other. What do we got here, T?
All right, we have Bad Hangover. Let me just refresh to make sure that we're not see, and I got to scroll over. Okay. So so hold on a second. Ticket fees beat A Bad Hangover.
Okay.
And stand by.
Gas prices beat youth sports, I think.
And gas prices, it's tied. It's tied. Gas prices and insane youth sports parents. Everybody in the chat, put it in the chat. And help us out, Paulie, and we can vote too. Insane youth sports parents or gas prices?
I'm voting gas prices because I'm done with youth sports. And again, I got to be selfish about this one. So youth sports doesn't affect me in any way, only when Tony brings stories to the air. And I'm always going to side with Tony as opposed to these parents I don't know, of course. But I'll tell you this much. You pull into a gas station now, bro, you better have your platinum card ready because they ain't giving this away. Tony, we have cracked the $6 mark here in the Bay Area. And let me tell you, it sucks. And everybody literally everybody, Big Al, Soccer Bowl, Lily, Nutter, Centaur, Woods, Joy P, Pine Needle, Los D, Miriam, gas. It's a clean sweep, Tony. It's gas prices. We can definitely advance gas prices. That was a blowout. That was like the Mets beating the Giants yesterday. Gas prices right there. Just a blowout. Yes.
Yeah, it's like the Giants bullpen yesterday. Keaton Wynn and Eric Miller. Tough stuff. And Paulie, I just took a glance over at Instagram Live. Can I just say hello to our very own Lee Hammer watching the show on Instagram Live?
Lee Hammer. Time? Much love to Lee Hammer, and I hope you're feeling better. I think he's had some back issues lately, I heard through the grapevine. So, Lee, I hope you're feeling better, my man.
Hey, Lee, text me a joke. Lee used to come in my studio and just always have a joke. Text me a joke.
Did you hear the one about the Eskimo with a poodle and the 3-foot salami? You know what I mean? Like he's got a million of them. Hammer, definitely text us a joke. The Lee Hammer joke of the day. I'd love to participate in that. What
Eskimo?
I threw it out there. A 3-foot salami and a poodle. Yeah, I just yeah. I don't know. There is no joke. I just threw it out there. I don't know. Yeah,
but that's enough. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Eskimo walks into a bar. He says, "Give me a cold one." They say, "Okay." I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. Tony. Okay, so we're going gas prices, no question. Joy P, who's up near Shasta, says we're almost at 6. Hey, Joy P, your long wait will soon be over. I hate to say it, but I guarantee you'll be hitting 6 up by Shasta because I think we're about to hit 7. What I'm hearing. In the Bay within the next couple of weeks, which would really
Silicon Valley just hit over $8.
Sure,
Sure. $8 a gallon, Paulie. Okay, now bad hangover versus ticket fees in our bummer bracket as we celebrate March Madness and the national championship tonight. Michigan versus UConn tonight. Both very impressive teams. We hope to have as impressive of a matchup in our championship. So bad hangover versus ticket fees, Paulie.
I don't even know if you just saw what just happened. We both just left the stream and came back for a second. I think StreamYard is now rebelling against us for voting for StreamYard. I'm not kidding. You didn't see what just happened. We both froze. We both got booted off the show, and now we're back. So let's get through this and get the hell out of here before the whole thing melts down. Okay. What is our matchup, Tony? I'm sorry. I apologize. Where are we?
Ticket fees versus bad hangover. I know what I'm voting for, but
I'm going to say ticket fees.
Yes.
Again, I have no control. Like, I control whether or not I want to give myself the worst hangover of all time. That's entirely up to me. Every time I pick up the can of Schlitz, I don't have to take that sip. You heard me, Schlitz.
Yep.
That's on me. But again, the ticket fees, I have no control over. I didn't ask for them. I don't want them. We don't need them. And I raise my middle finger to all convenience fees. And you should have seen what they just did to me with Bruce. I had a nice modest ticket price, and then bam, here come the fees. It's really annoying. So I'm going ticket fees, Tony.
Yes, ticket fees wins. And I saw a bunch of people in the chat saying ticket fees, a bunch of people voting for ticket fees. So again, the reason we passed our time window, so you can't vote live on the actual bracket, because Paulie and I were slackers all last week and never got to the actual bracket in the windows that we set. So,
and by the way, Tony, there is now speculation that Korea is now hacking into the PMP show. So we've got international espionage, perhaps we're contending with right now, as apparently Korean hackers have gotten into the PMP broadcast. You guys leave us alone. We're harmless. I'm telling you right now. I'm all about peace. I don't want to hurt anybody. Tony, carry on with the voting, please.
Ticket fees advances. So it's, how about you want to talk about a hell of a matchup? Ticket fees versus gas prices. We're not going to get there yet, Paulie, because that would be. Well, let's wait for that. Let's go down to the bottom here. Now this, Patrick Mahomes versus Waymo. Mahomes advances, okay?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Tommy John surgery at 12 years old versus a Peacock-only broadcast. A game that's only on Peacock. Paulie, what do you think that happens there? Do you want to have a vote in either of these, or do you want to just take the results as is and move them forward?
I would like to take the results as is. I don't think I want to interject my own shadow over this thing too much, because I like other people to get involved. So yeah, I'll step back on that one.
Okay. And it's funny because I know a lot of people that actually would be shocked that we have Waymo in the bummer bracket because they actually use Waymo. But again, I'll never be in support of a driverless car.
Dude, Ian Weiland with a very creative, funny riff, dude. I hear what he's saying. He's going, if we took one of those street orange cones and put it over Mahomes' head, would it destabilize him like it does? It makes the cars break down. You guys have all heard that, I'm sure. You take a traffic cone and put it over that Waymo stupid thing that spins around, the car can no longer function. It can't operate. So yeah, can we get an orange cone on the Muppet's head? Dude, I love the visual.
Wow. There's a cone on my head. What the hell? Hey, dog, get this cone off my head, dog.
Great idea, Ian Weiland. I love where your head's at, dude. All right, so I got lost. So where are we then? Which matchup is the next?
So it looks like Mahomes is advancing, and it looks like the Peacock only game is advancing. So that is the matchup we have to vote on right now. Mahomes or the Peacock only broadcast. And the winner goes to the Final Four.
Mahomes.
The winner goes to the Final Four.
I don't even have to think about it. Mahomes. 10 times out of 10. Easy.
Can we let the chat chime in on the chat while I cue this up? Chime in on the chat, see what people say.
I've seen a lot of Mahomes, Tony. Seen a lot of Mahomes votes on the chat.
Like, let us play the game.
It's Mahomes.
And then whatever happens, happens.
No,
like the whole throwing the flag and deciding the game one or another. That's what hurts me.
Tony, look at the comment line. It's a runaway. It's a blowout in favor of Mahomes. Kermit. Yeah, it's Mahomes again. He's going back. He wants to repeat.
Oh, God. All right. So Mahomes is advancing, and Peacock only broadcast versus a Tommy John surgery. So that advanced too. So Mahomes is beating the Peacock only broadcast. So Mahomes is going to the Final Four.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Why does that surprise you so much?
Well, I'm just I don't know because Mahomes. I try not to think about Mahomes anymore, except for comedic reasons. You know.
Well, you're gonna have to think about him because he's back in the Final Four, Tony.
Nice, dude. Okay. Now this one is brutal. So this is ticket fees versus gas prices. I'm gonna go first, Paulie. Okay. And I'm saying I'm picking ticket fees because gas prices, at least there's hope that they go down. Ticket fees are here forever. And if they do anything, they're only going to get larger. They're only going to grow.
Ticket fees are here to stay. They will never die. Boom, boom, boom. Ticket fees are here to stay. No, I don't know why. I'm going to vote for gas prices, and I'll tell you why.
Wow.
I got no choice. De Niro and Raging Bull flipping the table over. You overcook that steak, it defeats its own purpose. I got no choice. Tony, I have to fill my car up with gas. I don't have to go to see concerts. I don't have to. I love seeing shows, and I always will. But, like, I have a choice there. Like, okay, this, in fact, here's an example. Metallica just announced like 80 million shows at the Sphere. I don't have a ticket yet, and I made that choice. I'm like, well, I don't know if I can pull it off right now. With gas, there's no option. I gotta get
what if you got on a Lime scooter? Or what if you got an e-bike?
That's not gonna happen either. There's no scooters in Paulie Mac's future, past or present.
Let's get you for Christmas. Can we get you an e-bike to just cruise around?
You can get it for me, but I just might put it in the garage. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but you can get me one, sure. But I'm voting gas on this, dude. It's offensive, it's obscene, it's absurd. The whole country is getting crippled by this, so I got to go gas prices. That's just me.
Wow. Okay, so I'm doing ticket fees, so we need somebody to decide this, or we need to just Dom, if you can take maybe see,
I got soccer, but I think gas is going to win. Big Al, gas.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ticket fees. Dom Peralta's ticket fees. Hack Montana ticket fees. I got Solace ticket fees.
Okay, well, let me get my say. Soccer Bowl, gas. Big Al, gas. Patty from Napa, gas. Big Al dropping $10 a gallon soon.
Patty from Napa says ticket fees. She says ticket fees.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll tell you what. Lily Merchant says gas. Patty from Napa says gas.
No, Patty from Napa says ticket fees. Arkansas Dave says ticket fees. Who else? Let's go. Is Patty from Napa playing both sides of the fence here? Don Peralta says it's 50-50.
No, Patty goes, no, I said ticket fees. Okay, well,
Nutter says ticket fees. Let's see. Charles Aquisto, P1 Chuck says ticket fees illegal. Gas is coming down. Let's see what else.
When's gas coming down? It's not coming down. It's up. It's up all over the place.
And Paulie, what do you truly need more, dude? Gas or live music?
I need live music, but I can't get to the gig if I don't have gas in my car. You see what I'm saying? I got to drive to the gig.
I think there it is. When Carlos De La Fuente says ticket fees, I think we might have to ride with Los.
I don't disagree. If Los is the deciding factor, I'm A-okay with that. All right, let's do it.
Give us the Los. 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 What loan would you like?
Guitar.
Give us the Los.
All right.
Okay, so give us the Los, Paulie. So that looks like gas prices is going to advance. I'm sorry, ticket fees are going to advance.
Ticket fees, no problem here. They both suck. That's why they're the bummer brackets. It all sucks. Yeah.
So, Paulie.
Yes.
The Final Four. For the 2026 bummer bracket, the biggest bummers in the last calendar year.
Yes.
StreamYard streaming service, which is what we use to broadcast the show.
Correct.
Versus Tesla trucks. And then on the other side of the bracket, ticket fees versus Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes, he's got a nose for the championship, man. You cannot keep Mahomes away from the big games, and he's back. He's back again. All right, so how do we, last thing on this, and thank you guys for giving us the time to do this today. How do we get the audience to be able to vote tonight, Tony? Tell everybody how to do that.
So what's going to happen, I'll talk to Dom after the show, and what we'll do is we will reopen the final four for a new voting window, which will probably start today right after the show and go until tomorrow's show. And then we'll have the results. So maybe we should have it go through tomorrow's show, or at least be open during the show so people can vote during the show. And then we'll vote for the champion. So,
dude, if you look at the comment line right now, what do you see from freaking North Pole to South Pole? Mahomes. People are voting for Mahomes already, just out of sheer hatred. I understand, folks. I'm right there with you. But anyway, we'll make it official tomorrow. Thank you guys for giving us the time to do that today. And Tony, unless you have final four comments, I'll let you put this thing to bed. It's up to you.
Well, who are you rooting for tonight?
Who am I rooting for? I'd like to see Michigan win, but I have a weird feeling UConn is gonna. I don't know. I feel this UConn vibe today. I don't know why, but I would like to see Michigan win. Yes.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I would like to see Michigan win too. I was just going to look up the odds and see who's favorite. I think I would guess that Michigan is the favorite. That would be my guess, but because they're the 1 seed, right? And UConn was a 2 seed going in. And whoa, Michigan's favored by 6.5. Wow. Okay, that's a bigger spread than I expected. Okay, all right. I wonder if it's because of that kid Mara. When you just, at the end of the day, Cadeau at the running point, and then that guy Mara. I mean, they're an exciting team to watch. Go Michigan. And you know what? Hurley is a hell of a coach. It's a hell of a run, but he's like, for me, he's like the Patrick Mahomes of college basketball. Like I respect the type of coach he is and how good of a coach he is. The antics, man, just,
he's a lot to take. I know. There's no question about
it's amazing too, because he'll bitch and moan about every call that they don't get. And then meanwhile, there was a friendly whistle in that UConn-Illinois game for UConn, I thought. And he was bitching at the rest, but all the calls that Illinois didn't get, he didn't say a word about it. It's like, it's just, come on, man. Anyways, out of your control, Danny Hurley. So good luck, Michigan. Go Michigan.
It's going to be a good sports night too, because you got the college championship. I think at 5:30 is when that starts, 5 or 5:30. Yep. Then we go right into Giants Phillies, and God, let's hope we see a pulse out there tonight. For God's sakes, Giants, give me something to sink my teeth into. And speaking of sinking teeth, dude, before we go anywhere, big shout out and big major love to the Longbridge Pizza down on 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch, y'all.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
I'm getting sound again. Yeah. Laid back pizza, laid back vibe, serious pizza. Join the Vibe Tribe, of course, at Longbridge. Open 6 days a week. Today's the day they're closed, actually. But Neil's out there with the pizza wagon somewhere would be my best guess. And when they reopen tomorrow, get on down there for a variety of great pizzas, all with the sourdough crust, which I think is the secret ingredient that kind of gives Longbridge the overall, like, that's what their thing is. That's the trademark, man. That sourdough crust complementing the pizza of your choice, whether it's a Paulie Mac pizza, a Nico, a loading dock, a Sophia. There's so many great options. Or just go in there and create your own. If you've got dietary concerns and restrictions, you need gluten-free, fine. They got gluten-free options for you to take care of that. Also vegetarian options. If you don't want to have the meat on your pizza, that's fine too. Wednesday, specialty sandwich day, the chopped cheese, the Vinny's Gabagool, the chicken parm for me and Stevie B, the best chicken parm in San Francisco. I'm going to go ahead and say the best chicken parm in the state of California, for God's sakes. And again, finally, Tony, before I throw it over to you, I would say that always keep in mind too, I like to stress this, for you youth coaches out there, youth sports coaches, you can have private parties in the back room at Longbridge. It's great. It is. They can close doors and give you kind of a private room vibe. They've got the flat screens in there so you can hang out for a few hours with the kids after a game, after a practice. They can hold up to about 20 to 25 people. Just inquire within, talk to Neil about it, and tell him you'd like to bring the group in, and he'll definitely make sure they can accommodate that. Tony, if you want to say, or final thing rather, if you would like to place an order and you're in San Francisco resident, go to longbridgepizza.com, place that order for delivery, and then enjoy from the splendors of your own home, Tony. And thank you to Neil Denardi and all the good people down at Longbridge Pizza, Creative Tony.
Yeah, just a few things, Paulie. First of all, I see Matt Stenson on the chat saying, I went to Longbridge over the weekend. So good with 4 fire emojis. Matt, you're on point. What did you order? Put in the chat. What did you order? Because you can't lose whatever you order. And did you have a nice cold beer while you were there? To my point, if you're going to the Giant, if you're going to the Yard, they're closed today. They're closed on Mondays. Everybody needs a break. Neil's taking a break. They're open tomorrow. If you're going to the Yard,
Nutter. That's the Nutter. Nutter's going to pregame tomorrow at Longbridge before the Giants game. You just you're all over it. Nutter's all over it. So go ahead, T.
Nice. And I know that Fareed Robot Centaur went over the weekend and he had the California pizza and he said it was fantastic. The California pizza is fantastic. You're right, Fareed. And he
California knows how to party.
Matt Stenson says they got a nice mushroom and pepperoni pizza and a pitcher of Pliny the Elder. That is a rock solid order from Longbridge Pizza right there. It is, yeah. Because of the beers they have on tap and the pizzas they have on tap, and don't sleep on the salads, the house salad or the Caesar salad, and also other pizzas that you can choose from, and their sandwiches and the Detroit style pies. And then, Paulie, I just want to remind everybody, we'll mention this a lot as we approach 420, April 20th. 420 Longbridge is teaming up with Adam from Deli Board for a special 420 event. They're going to create a menu, and it's going to be with the theme of 420 munchies like stromboli, chopped cheese sliders, chicken guisados, crispy tacos, bulgogi nachos, board rolls, which are egg rolls, Deli Board style, assortment of pizzas from Longbridge, of course, the roll dogs, which are hot dogs rolled in a wonton with Cleveland brown mustard. And then also the tickets include 1 non-alcoholic beverage and an It's It ice cream sandwich for dessert. There's going to be a DJ spinning reggae tunes, and there will be 420 release beers from Cellar Maker and some good IPAs from Cellar Maker, Pilsners and IPAs from Cellar Maker. The event will go from 4:20 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Longbridge Pizza, 2347 3rd Street. And the tickets are available on Longbridge Pizza's Instagram page at Longbridge Pizza, and the tickets are $42, and they hope to see all of us there on 420. Should be a hell of a day at Longbridge Pizza on Monday, 420, Paulie.
You need a beer, grab a beer. I want to tell you this too, Tony. I think that you and I should be there, set up our gear, and maybe do a broadcast. I'm starting to feel like we need to be present. And frankly, and totally being honest, I'm kind of doing it for myself. I'm kind of doing it so I can dabble with the wonton hot dogs and everything else too. I want to try everything you just mentioned. I want the sliders. I want it all. So anyway, maybe we should go down there and do the show from Longbridge on 420. But we got time to talk about that. But I look forward to it. Thank you, Neil Denardi, for everything. You've been freaking amazing. Yes, Tony, final thoughts, sir.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
There you go. There's Bochi and also Carlos De La Fuente checking on the chat saying his brother-in-law had the meatball sandwich and said it was the best he's ever had. And he's been around to sample a few meatball sandwiches in his day. So again, Longbridge Pizza. And if you want to if you're looking for a special event and you want Neil to come and cater your event, email them events@longbridgepizza.com. Take it.
Final thing, Tony, is a question on behalf of the Nutter. He says, Tony, one more time, where do I get those 420 tickets?
Oh, at Longbridge Pizza's Instagram page, which is just at Longbridge Pizza on Instagram. So you can
Nutter, grab one, dude. Hope to see you down there for real. I think Tony and I should, and Patty's saying yes, they're encouraging us. Yeah, I think we should too. Get back down to Longbridge, do a show. And again, Tony, I plan on eating every food item that you just listed. I want them all. I'm starving right now. So let's go eat some lunch. Hey, thanks for being here today, everybody. We love seeing everybody after a weekend like that. And I want to remind everybody, just keep this in mind. For you Creative Tony enthusiasts, tomorrow is your last day to give Creative Tony a virtual bear hug of love and appreciation, because he's going to be taking the kids away for spring break after tomorrow's show. So we'll go with Tony tomorrow. We shut the lights out on Wednesday. We return Thursday with Rags. as a special co-host. I think Dom will be with us too, so it'll be like a Rags, a threesome, if you will. It'll be the three of us, and we'll get caught up on DTF St. Louis. You don't have time today, but believe me, I watched. The final episode is this week. We got to resolve a lot of issues on that show. But anyway, Tony, so Rags, myself, and Dom Thursday and Friday. Lauren Gold from Rush, newest keyboard player. They just got him in the band. He's going to join us later in the week as well. So should be a lot of fun. Enjoy the national championship, everybody. Giants, cut the crap. Just cut the crap. You know,
check this out. Tonight, it's Andrew Painter going for the Phillies and Adrian Hauser going for the Giants. They both have a 1.69 ERA coming into the game tonight. Painter's 1-0. Hauser is 0-1 because the Giants only have 3 wins. But some interesting news, Paulie. I didn't know this. I wasn't following the Phillies in Colorado. They're only batting .227 as a team, and their final 2 games in Colorado, right, with the altitude and everything, they only scored 3 runs in their final 2 games combined. So they're fledgling as an offensive team. Maybe this is they're limping into Oracle Park. And
yeah, but that makes me nervous, though. That makes me nervous. The fact that they've been having a hard time scoring runs are probably going to pop now coming into San Francisco. It's like, oh, good. Now we can get fat and score 1 million runs. I hope that doesn't happen, but the way things have been going, again, just give me something tonight, Giants. Somebody hit the damn ball. Give me some outs. Let's get out of there with a win if possible. Creative Tony, I think we've done all we can do today, so take us home at your leisure, good sir.
I will, Paul. Can I give us one thing on the way out, just because we've had a kind of a negative show into the bummer bracket, and I just want to kind of this is a good vibe thing that I saw over the weekend, and then you posted something as well, Paulie, but let's give this guy some love.
The rhythm, the rebel, without a pause, I'm lowering my level. The hard drama, where you never been, I'm in. You want styling? You know it's time to get deep. The enemy telling you to hear it. They praise the music, it's time to play the lyrics. Some say no to the album, the show. Don't rush the sound I made a year ago. I guess you know, you guess I'm just a radical. Not on sabbatical, yes, to make it critical. The only part of your body should be partying too. Have the power on the hour from the rebel of you.
Hey, yo, Chuck, man, I want to spin this, man. Yo, you got to slow down, man. You losing them.
Radio, suckers never play me. All the mix, they just...
Yeah, dude. All the immigrant song underneath. And by the way, that DJ, that guy rules. I saw him doing the Flavor Flav hands right there. That was phenomenal.
Incredible. Isn't that good stuff, man?
I think I like it better than the original. I like having an immigrant song under there. That sounds insane.
And it just showcases how strong of a vocal Chuck D commands.
That's what Rod Brooks was talking about the other day. Dude, don't come at me with this mumble bumble stuff. I want guys screaming at me like Chuck D. Bumrush, the sound I made a year ago. Give me that. Give me that kind of hard delivery, man. Tony, that was good. I'm glad you ended on a bright note like that. All right, kids. Hey, cheers, y'all. We love each and every one of you. Thanks so much for supporting the show. Honestly, it means a lot to us. And enjoy the games tonight. Enjoy the championship. Enjoy Giants baseball. We will see all of y'all tomorrow at high noon. Nikki DiFrancesco, Darren Chan from the Giants broadcast booth will join us, and we look forward to that. Okay, T, do your thing.
Bombs away.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
And
business hours are over, baby. It's business now. It's business time.
oh, come on. There we go.
Okay, Tony. Thanks, man. Hey, a lot of fun today, as it always is. Dom, Noemi, Miriam, Rags, Nutter, John Joseph. We love you guys. Miriam, we'll see all of y'all tomorrow at high noon. Cheers, everybody.
Don't forget to please like and subscribe at Paulie Max Particles on YouTube. And thank everybody for watching on Cron 4 and the Cron 4 Plus app and on Instagram Live. And check us out on all of our socials. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. High noon. Peace.